You are listening from Story Collects YouTube channel. Good morning. The news headlines. Deadly ambush in Kangpokpi district. Tension rises after attack. Ongoing ethnic unrest continues. Government says fuel and LPG supplies are normal. The news in detail. Three church leaders were killed and several others injured after unidentified armed men ambushed two vehicles in Kangpokpi district on Wednesday. The victims were reportedly returning from a church-related meeting when the attack occurred. Authorities have increased security and protests and shutdowns were reported in some areas. Following the ambush, organizations in the dominated areas called for shutdowns and demonstrations. National Highway 2 reportedly faced blockades in some stretches after the incident. Political and community leaders condemned the killing and demanded a full investigation. Reports note that ethnic tensions in Manipur remain unsolved even after 3 years of conflict. Civil society groups recently held vigils and peace marches demanding justice and security and restoration of normal life. The Manipur government stated that there is currently no shortage of LPG, petrol, or diesel in the state, attempting to calm people concerned about possible supply disruptions. Public anger continued across part of Kangpokpi to Sampur after the killing of three church leaders in Wednesday ambush. Several civil society groups organized rallies, candles, and marches and shutdowns demanding justice and stronger security measures. Security forces increased patrolling vulnerable areas following fears of retaliatory violence. Reports said additional personnel were deployed along highways and buffer zones between communities. Recent report highlighted that thousands of displaced families are still living in relief camps nearly 3 years after the ethnic violence began in 2023. The conflict has affected transport, education, and local business across the state. Residents in Imphal organized remembrance vigil for victims of violence as the crisis entered its third year. Community organizations appealed for peace and reconciliation among different ethnic groups. India is hosting the BRICS Foreign Ministers meeting in New Delhi under its 2026 chairmanship. Discussions are focused on global security, trade, cooperation, energy, and reforms in international institutions. The National Investigation Agency NIA announced the arrest of alleged Hizb-ul Mujahideen operative Iqbal Singh after his extradition from Portugal. Authorities describe it as a major breakthrough in anti-terror operation. A major collision between a private bus and a tanker on Ahmedabad-Rajkot highway triggered a large fire, leaving at least 4 people dead and several injured. Emergency teams responded to the scene early Thursday morning. Student organizations in several cities protested alleged irregularities and paper leak concern linked to NEET UG 2026. Protesters demanded a transparent investigation and stronger safeguard in national examination. Hemant Biswa Sharma said eastern regions including Assam, West Bengal, Odisha and Bihar could drive India's next phase of economic growth and development. Market analysts highlighted companies such as Hindustan Unilever, Grasim Industry and National Aluminium Company among key stocks being watched today by investors. Indian badminton players including PV Sindhu, Lakshya Sen and Kidambi Srikanth advanced to the next round at the Thailand Open tournament. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is scheduled to begin a 5-nation foreign tour tomorrow. Reports says the visit will include talks on investment, defense, cooperation and energy security, especially with Gulf nations, including UAE. Union Home Minister Amit Shah said that the center has prepared a long-term heat wave response strategy amid zero deaths during extreme summer conditions. The plan focuses on early warning, disaster preparedness, and faster emergency response. The central government has reportedly suspended sugar exports until 2026 to control rising domestic prices and maintain local supply. Analysis said decision could affect global sugar market because India is one of the world's major sugar exports. A new report highlighted the rapid expansion of globally capability centers (GCS) in India. International technology companies are increasingly using India for AI, engineering, innovation and research operation instead of only back office support work. And now from international news. US President Donald Trump meets Chinese President Xi Jinping in Beijing today for major talks on trade, Taiwan, artificial intelligence, and Iran conflict. China warned that mishandling the Taiwan issue could lead to the confrontation between the two countries. Global oil markets remain under pressure because of tensions linked to the Iran conflict and disruptions around the Strait of Hormuz. International Energy Agency warned the global oil investors are falling rapidly, raising fears of higher fuel prices worldwide. Russia carried out a major drone attack on Kyiv, Ukraine, injuring at least 4 people and damaging buildings across several districts of the city, according to the Ukrainian officials. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer is facing growing pressure inside the Labour Party. Reports suggest senior leaders may challenge his leadership after internal disagreement over government policies. Several international flights, including some US-bound routes, have reportedly been suspended or reduced because of rising fuel prices and airspace restrictions linked to Middle East tensions. Researchers in Chile working on possible vaccine for hantavirus said funding shortages are slowly important research despite promising laboratory progress. Floods, tornadoes, and several storms have affected parts of the United States, Africa, and Middle East in recent weeks. International agencies warn that extreme weather events are increasing because of climate-related factors. That is the end of the morning news. Have a nice day.